Warning, the video you're about to watch contains dogs. Yappy dogs. You have been warned. Hi, Misha here, and last time we did a not at all long video looking at the 20-inch VHS-D2 semi-automatic version, the Hellion. And before I put a sling on this, I want to go out and make sure it works. The 16-inch Hellion has worked so well for us over a year. I'd hate to, get rid of a good gun, replace it with one that's not going to run reliably. But everything else about this, we kind of decided was provisionally worth a sling. So with that, we're going to go to the range, put some rounds through this, get a few opinions, and kind of make a final decision. Is this a keeper, or should we stick with the original carbine length version? And before we get into that, as always, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. You know the drill. Participate in live streams and help out on Patreon, too. With that, let's go to the range. First shots out of the 20-inch Hellion. Helps if I take the safety off. Hey, we tried out the new safety. It works. And the gun works, too. So yeah, inadvertent safety check there, but worthwhile. And for me, it ran well. Tried a couple of different types of mag, including the mag pull you ship with, as well as a couple of metal GI. I think I had one steel in there, a couple of aluminiums. We're shooting a brass case, I think 55 gram ammo. We're at that point in time where you shoot whatever ammo you could find that's affordable. So the days of, frankly, bringing out 3 or 4 types of ammo are not right now. So my first impressions are quite good. It's as smooth and light recoiling as the original. And I didn't mind the trigger. I mean, it's a Bullpup trigger. Nothing about that. But this is pretty well stock, except for I put the B&T grip on it. And I put this sight. Fox's first go. So, first question, how about that new safety?
Yeah, that's great. The fact that it's much more like an AR-15, yeah, that's awesome. I like the new safety, so that's a huge fix. And there's something about the grip.
Well, again, the grip's interchangeable. I put that on. That's a B&T.
Cool, just making sure. And I love this additional cheek rest here. This seems to really take away some of my issues from shooting the last one we shot. I don't know.
Actually, it's the exact same cheek rest, but you know what I did? I put a different red dot on it.
Bingo, bango. Yeah, yes. Something.
I put a higher red dot. Yeah. The other one the other one co-witness with those sights. That one's kind of like a lower quarter co-witness, so it's
that would
quite
be
a bit higher.
Something just seemed, and I didn't even think with the primary arms versus last time, but that does have about a ½ inch setup. So yeah, dude, you know what? I don't hate this gun.
I'm gonna quote you on that.
I don't hate this gun. You know, the controls obviously take a little bit of getting used to.
Oh yeah.
But that's just part of it.
Alrighty, so it's kind of interested to see how Vox would take the new safety. He liked it. You know, getting it on still is a little much, but yeah, taking it off is very natural. And I think what helps too is this kind of rounded shelf versus the very squared off one. It's just more comfortable, especially if you're not using gloves. So they continue to improve the safety placement. As for the optic, well, you saw it there. He thought it was a different cheek piece. Understandable. But I thought with the original 16-inch I'd put a really low dot on because, this carry handle here. But turns out a little bit higher seems to work better. It means these don't obviously co-witness, but that's okay because your optic is really just a backup anyway. I just kind of put this one on because I had this, it was formerly on a couple of different guns of mine, but it seems appropriate. The Croatian military seems to use kind of a wide range anyway. So, yeah. Continues to work well with different mags. Yeah, it's not at all any worse than the 16, and maybe a smidgen better. And we might be kind of winning Fox over. So let's keep on. Again, sorry about the yappy dogs. They did not shut up. We tried. We waited. This is why I have cats. Oh well. And second mag, we'll go with metal. So now, there's been a few comments. This stock, as it were, is in the in position. It's actually quite adjustable with a total of 5 positions. Let's try it as a effectively big pistol. We did this with the carbine. Let's see how the rifle does if the weight throws it off at all. We're going to try it giant pistol style. I like this safety too. It's a better location. Yeah, if anything, as big pistol form, I don't really notice the weight, and the recoil seems a little bit less because of the longer system. So, wouldn't be my first way of shooting it, but in a pinch, if you needed your offhand free, you can single-hand shoot this. And one of the only other bullpups I can think of that's balanced well enough to do that would be like the DeVore X95. But otherwise, yeah, it worked out fine. So the day wears on. I should point out that at this point, we've had no failures, stoppages, what have you. So we move on to other guns. But then Nephew shows up later on after he gets off work. So he kind of pulled this out of the bag. He was in the man cave and was interested. So I thought we'd let him run a mag through it. Warning, it's getting quite dark at this point. Obviously, it's winter, so you know it is what it is. But yeah, let's let him put a mag through it before it gets too dark to do so.
That's nice.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. He didn't really have anything negative to say about it. I do like the G36 style controls. I do like that we have a essentially bolt closure device. You can press in here and lock your bolt carrier to your handle. Otherwise, it's non-reciprocating. The placement of the bolt release, I feel like I'm getting more accustomed to it back here. It's not obviously as comfy as AR, but what I will notice is on an empty mag, it's actually pretty easy to use. And of course, you have ambidextrous ejection. You can quite easily, by just disassembling it, switch over to the left side. So that's nice. Yeah, quite comfortable with it, honestly. And one thing I do enjoy is even after a lot of shooting, this is a very well ventilated barrel/handguard. There's just not much heat transfer from the barrel to the handguard, even when the barrel is quite roasty toasty. So, yeah, I kind of feel like we've all enjoyed it more, I think, as we get used to it. I think that's a case with any bullpup, if I'm being honest. And this optic does seem to be a better fit for Fox or anything similar. So it seems like some kind of aim point or higher rise tube would be better. What about an EOTech or something like it on there? I don't know. Maybe next time we'll try it out. With that, as we hit dusk, I'll put the final mag of the day through this and we'll wrap things up. Alrighty, I'll do the last mag through the Hellion. Open.
Nice.
So yeah, shooting this all day with 4 or 5 different mags. I don't know how many rounds we put through it. Not a ton, if I'm being honest. A couple of hundred. At modern ammo prices, if a gun's going to run, why keep burning up ammo? You know, why waste time and energy? Obviously, it does have a 2-position gas regulator, standard, and suppressor, so it might be fun sometime to try throwing a can on this. It's threaded half by 28. So that's, you know, something to do down the road. But no, this, for us, different shooters, different tactics. Is it plenty accurate enough for Fox? By this point, I've heard enough. I can translate the dog for you. I'm a dog. I'm a dog too. Hey, I'm a dog. I'm also a dog. Hey, we're dogs. We're dogs. Yeah, I do think this deserves a sling. I think this will replace the 16-inch in the collection. Just has a kind of a more interesting look. The balance is still very good. The weight difference is just not noticeable. And the thing is, it's still very short. I mean, this is, you know, just over 30 inches depending on where you have your stock at. 31 to 32, in that range. Still a very short gun, still shorter than an M4, and you know, still full function. You don't have to unfold the stock or whatever to get it ready to go. So no, I think this is worthy of a sling. I'm kind of debating, do I want to use kind of the traditional HK style hooks? Got one up here, one back here. Or do I want to use the more modern QD pockets? Don't know. Good thing for next time though. But yeah, the Hellion 20-incher seems to be a winner. Even after a day of shooting, still nice and tight, nothing's getting wiggly. Handguards solid, M-lock slots. I did think about putting a foregrip on it for Fox, but didn't have time. We had a lot to do that day. But it just gives us something for next time to try out. I do think having an adjustable length of pull on a Bullpup is pretty cool and innovative. I always thought that about this gun. And again, the new safety definitely is an improvement. Is it as good as maybe an AR safety? No, but it's getting there. It's a lot better than it was before. And the longer barrel definitely seems to help and doesn't really hurt anything. And it has the cool factor going for it too. So what do you think? Which one would you keep? 16, 20, or maybe you're a Maverick and you'd rather have the 18? Let us know in the comments. And as before, if you could, like, share, and subscribe. Participate in the live streams on Thursdays. And help us out on Patreon if possible. If not, that's fine too. It's all good. It's all good. Hope everyone's having a good December. And on behalf of Fox and Nephew and whoever else, this is Misha, and we'll catch you very soon next time.